Just drive a broken our mirror so our past won't.
His opponent telegraphed that one.
A reversal. Can he capitalize on it? Oh, come on, King. Angle's an Olympic gold medalist. That he's a multiple-time WWE champion, and he's done just about everything there is to do in this business. He'd be successful no matter where he competes.
Yeah, but do you think it's just a coincidence that he keeps moving to less competitive brands? I think Angle's running scared.
Oh, come on. Angle's never run from a damn fight in his life, and you know it. I've never seen a challenge set in front of him that he couldn't overcome.
Well, you might be seeing one here tonight. These fans can't stand it when he does this, JR, but I think it's great.
He's sure not going to win over any fans for that move, but I don't think that bothers him too much, quite frankly.
I can't believe they let someone like Kid Cash compete in WWE. Shouldn't there be some sort of sign at the locker room entrance? He must be this big to enter.
Oh, for the love of... Open your eyes, friend. I can't believe he got away with that.
Well, you might not like it, JR, but he's going to do whatever it takes to win this one.
Wow, a textbook reversal there.
He countered that one perfectly. Over the top rope and down to the floor. That's an elimination. I gotta say, JR, I'm really impressed by what we've seen here tonight.
How could you not be, King? These are some of the finest athletes in all of sports entertainment.
All's fair in love and war. Uh-oh. It looks like he's looking to wrap this one up.
My God, what a power bomb! He might have broken his opponent in half. I respect the fact that he took responsibility for his actions and decided not to continue down that road. But I can't say that the way he's chosen to live this life since has overly impressed me either.
How can these fans be this excited about Rey Mysterio, JR? He's so tiny that half of them probably can't even see him in the ring.
Well, King, there's an old saying. Size doesn't matter. It's what you do with it that counts. And I'm sure you've heard that one.
It looks like they've slowed the match down a little, and I think that's a good strategy right there.
It certainly is. I'm sure they're well acquainted with the old expression, fools rush in.
Is that why you always seem to be in such a hurry, JR?
I think I've eaten a little too much good Oklahoma barbecue in my day, King, to hurry anywhere.
He reversed it. I can't believe he countered that one. I'm not sure I agree.
He's a slippery devil. Excellent counter. What ring presence.
This has gone beyond just being a match, JR. I think these superstars genuinely hate each other.
There's no love lost between these competitors, that's for sure. If looks could kill, somebody would be pushing up daisies right now.
And you've got to admit, that makes for a much more interesting match, JR.
It sure does. But I just hope these superstars can settle their differences in the ring and leave it at that. And, oh no, we know what this is.
A Samoan spike! That can crush your windpipe, JR. He saw that one coming.
Boy, what a match. I wouldn't even hazard a guess as to who's going to win this thing.
What? Have you got both your contacts in one eye, JR? It's been obvious to me since the start of the match.
Oh, really? Well then, why don't you just... There he goes! He's out of the match!
Oh boy, these fans have got something on their minds, JR.
Well, they paid for their tickets, King, and they've got a right to say whatever they want.
Yes, that was an incredible move. What strategy?
Strategy, my Oklahoma ass. That's cheap, plain and simple. He's not going to get caught with that one. I can't think of a superstar who's overcome the odds in a more dramatic way than Eddie Guerrero. Popping out early in the spot.
I couldn't agree more, JR. Eddie's what you call a real inspiration. No matter how bad things got, he never gave up.
And no stranger to dark times, this Eddie Guerrero. He just got tossed out rather unceremoniously, in my opinion.
Up and over and out. Eliminated.
This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
They sure are, JR, and I love to hear it.
That's been the face of people who don't like to be good.
Well, Angle's gotten lucky more times than I can count. I'll give him that. But sooner or later, his luck's gonna run out, and it might be tonight.
I know that Kurt Angle has rubbed fans and fellow superstars the wrong way in the past. But when it comes right down to it, you can't deny the fact that he's earned the right to take a little pride in his accomplishment.
Dig it,
A
suck
little
it.
pride? JR, I'd say you sounded like Kurt Angle's biggest fan. If I wasn't sure that Angle himself is already president of his own fan club. He turned the tables on his opponent with that one. That's it. He's out of the ring, and that means he's out of the match, too. Look at this, JR. Can you imagine SmackDown putting on a match half as good as this?
No disrespect intended for SmackDown colleagues. No, I can't. I truly believe Raw is the dominant brand in sports entertainment.
And you hit the nail right on the head there, JR. Looks like his hopes of winning this one have been shattered, JR.
I think this crowd's giving these superstars a piece of their minds, King.
Are you sure they can afford it, JR? Head first into the table. This could be the beginning of the end, JR.
Those repeated slams of the head into the table will have a profound effect on this match. Look at Shawn Michaels. The future Hall of Famer has overcome so much adversity in his career. But the Heartbreak Kid's got more heart than any. That's a short climb, but a potentially long fall. That went nowhere.
Watch out! He reversed it! This match has the potential to be an instant classic, but I think these fans are too stupid to realize it.
How can you say that, King? How can you insult the intelligence of these WWE fans?
Well, oh man! That's gonna change the tone of this match, JR.
Yeah, and not for the better either. I wish the ref would actually pay attention to what's going on.
It's like he read his opponent's mind. What does he think he's doing? He's just showing off for the crowd now.
He's wrestling the match his way, and I think it's going to pay off, mark my words.
There's the reversal. I think I know who's going to win this one, JR.
Oh, really? Enlighten us, King.
Wait a second.
He's been removed from the ring and from contention in this match.
Listen to the crowd, JR. I think they've got something to say to these superstars.
And if they're smart, they'll listen. Remember,
He took a ride over the top rope, down to the floor, and out of... Uh-oh. He's got his opponent's leg. You know what's coming next.
I certainly do, and there it is, the figure four. Often imitated, but never duplicated. When I look at what Shelton Benjamin has become, it turns my Sooner stomach like burnt orange. I can't believe a bright young... Did you see that? Ring the damn bell. You can't let somebody get away with that.
I don't think the ref saw it, JR. And if the ref doesn't see it, it's not illegal. I don't think these superstars have any intention of taking it easy on each other tonight.
That's not what they signed up for, King. And quite frankly, I think these fans would be disappointed if they didn't go all out.
That's easy for the fans to say. They've never set foot inside that ring.
No, but they spend their hard-earned dollars to watch what goes on inside it. And without them, we'll all be out of the job. Sounds like this crowd's got something on their minds, King.
Well, there's one less superstar in this match now.
He countered that and made it...
Wow, he allowed to be a WWE superstar.
I don't know how you can say that, King. Cena has dedicated himself to entertaining these fans, and quite frankly, I find him to have more character than many so-called respectable superstars.
There's a difference between entertaining the fans and setting a bad example, JR. I think the fact that SmackDown could ever allow John Cena to become WWE Champion is an example of why they're the number 2.
This match has come to an abrupt end for that superstar.
What a counter!
Oh boy, the adrenaline is pumping. I think this could be the beginning of the end.
No, it can't end like this. Come on, do something quick!
You're not going to get him with that one.
I think these superstars are getting some feedback from the crowd, JR.
Nothing wrong with that, King. That's what we like to hear.
Well, just because a bunch of people believe something, that doesn't make it right. It wouldn't be the first time the fans have backed the wrong horse, JR.
The United Kingdom's William Regal never fails to impress me with his toughness, his fire, and his resiliency. There aren't two like him in all of sports entertainment.
Oh, yeah. Regal's a real man, all right. Didn't we fight the Revolutionary War to kick the English out of America? Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's gonna go.
What are you talking about, King? I think this is still an extremely competitive match that could go either way.
You know, JR, it's obvious that the only exercise you get is stretching the truth or jumping to conclusions.
Well,
I don't believe it. He's been eliminated. Uh-oh. Come on. You gotta stop this guy before he really gets going.
I don't think that's going to happen, King. He's built up too much momentum to be stopped now.
These superstars are putting on a great match so far, JR. But if they drop the ball, these fans will let them hear about it.
I don't think that's going to happen, King. These competitors know that...
Oh, my God! He's been eliminated from the match! Talk about adding insult to injury. Tossed out of the ring and the match. Lance Cade has impressed me from the first day he showed up on Raw and won the tag team title.
That's quite an accomplishment to be sure. And I don't think that there's any question that his early success... And there's the elimination!
Well, I think it's obvious to me that what Viscera really loves is a good all-you-can-eat buffet. Then again, so do a lot of these fans. So maybe it makes sense after all. Viscera calls himself the world's largest love machine. But I find it hard to believe that the ladies would go for someone like him.
I know how you feel, King. I've often thought that's one fewer superstar in this match. Well, you can't ever accuse the WWE fans of being shy about saying what's on their minds.
You sure can't, JR. And I don't think we'd have it any other way.
He might as well start walking back to the locker room. He's out of this match. Is that... Yes, that's an elimination. I think you've got a selective memory there, Kingfish. I seem to remember Triple H and Ric Flair turning on Orton and knocking some of the cockiness out of him when they did it.
Well, if that's true, it's just a matter of jealousy. And I think that's pretty sad, coming from two men who have more than 25 world title reigns between them.
The game and Flair are no strangers to championship goals, but Orton won it younger than either one of them. And don't think he didn't let it go straight to his head either.
You always see the worst in people, JR. Why shouldn't Orton be proud of being the youngest world champion in WWE history?
What a phenomenon is the Animal Batista. You talk about a force of nature, you're looking at him right there.
You know, JR, when I saw this match on paper, I wasn't too sure about it. But it turned out a lot better than I thought it would. Hey, how's it feel to embarrass yourself in front of millions of fans?
Oh, would you stop it, King? He's giving it his best shot here. That's it. The match is over for that particular superstar.
aggression. Look at the way these superstars have been going after each other.
They're not playing with kid gloves, that's for sure.
We knew we were going to see a heck of a match, but this might turn out to be... Well, go ahead and say it, JR.
All right, I will. I think this one's got all the makings of a bona fide slobber knocker.
Who's going to win this match?
Surely he doesn't think he's capable of lifting him.
No, he does. And don't call me Shirley, JR. Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths were going to cross sooner or later, and I'm glad I'm here to see it.
Me too. I don't think the fans appreciated that one very much. I don't think he cares much what the fans think.
That much is obvious to me. What a look-down, despicable move that was. Would you look at that? A blatantly illegal maneuver. That should be a disqualification.
You might be right, JR, but I don't hear the ring bell. This match is still going. Let's hope not, JR. One of these guys is already too much.
The word monster gets thrown around a little too freely in this business, but it's an apt description for the great Khali. He's taken every advantage in this matchup, and it looks like he plans on taking a few more.
If he's not the dirtiest player in the game, JR, he's a shoo-in for second place.
He doesn't look too happy about it, but an elimination is an elimination. I've got to say, although I've always enjoyed his work, I never expected this one to achieve the level of fan support that he has.
Yeah, I just don't understand it, JR. How can these fans cheer someone who looks like that?
I think the world's largest love machine's got to do more with his personality, King. I think it's obvious to everyone that this rut loves life.
So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything can happen here in the WWE.
But you've got to have a guess, right?
I might, but I'd rather keep it to myself if it's all the same to you, King.
But a pirate in the WWE? Shouldn't he be off, I don't know, buckling some swashes or something?
I've got to say, King, I don't think there's a more colorful or off-the-wall character in the SmackDown locker room than this man, Paul Burchill. He just doesn't have the strength to lift him.
He must be crazy thinking he could pick him up like that. Kamari thinks that everyone hates him because he's Arab American. Nothing could be further from the truth. Everyone hates him because he's a jerk.
Yeah, and 9 times out of 10, he's got someone else doing his dirty work for him. I'm amazed he's even competing in this match. Boy, I tell you, King, this Davari makes me sick. I practically threw a barbecue cookout when he left Raw. I was hoping I'd never have to set foot in the same arena with him again.
I know we don't agree on much, JR, but I'm with you on this one. The only good thing about it looks like he might put his opponent away here.
There it is, the code of silence. Nobody does it better.
Jillian Hall would make such a great addition to Raw, JR. You've got a liner, you've got an actor, and get her to jump from SmackDown.
King, if you really wanted to join us on Monday nights, I think the best thing you could do is not remind her that you'll be drooling over her every week. It's always a treat to see Jillian Hall perform. Here's a diva who doesn't know the meaning of the word quit.
Yeah, but the meaning of the words, call me back when you get this. I must have left a dozen messages for her once I found out we'd be in the same arena tonight. Maybe so, but that doesn't make that pirate costume any less silly. I've seen guys do some crazy things to get a little booty, but this guy takes the cake.
The RKO! The RKO! We all know what's coming next. I've got a feeling that this has all the makings of an instant classic.
That's probably just gas, JR.
Well, I did have some good old Oklahoma barbecue before tonight's show, but I don't think that's it, King.
I am so glad Chris Benoit isn't the World Heavyweight Champion anymore, JR. I couldn't stand it when Raw was being represented by someone like him.
Oh, yeah. What a tragedy it was to have a champion who was utterly devoted to the business and to the fans, and who always went out to that ring and gave 100.
You called it, JR, and I'd almost rather get hit with that move than try to pronounce it.
Urangi Slam. Let's start off and you see that combination of agility and power.
You gotta respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
No question about it, King. Every superstar on the roster has had to make more sacrifices than any other professional athlete I know.
It really is like being married to your career. There's not much room for anything else.
And marriage is a subject which you have to be something of an authority. Isn't that right, King?
Come on now, JR. A man doesn't know what true happiness is until he's married. And then it's too late. He can't do that, JR. That's his opponent's finishing move. He might be right, JR. Most WWE superstars are only human. And I'm not sure you can say that about the Great Khali. Look at the size of the Great Khali, JR. Where do you find someone like that?
The Great Khali's from India, King. But I wouldn't expect to find another human being like him walking the face of this earth.
You think this is going to be a back-and-forth kind of match? Or do you think this is going to be pretty one-sided, JR?
I couldn't tell you, King. These superstars are so unpredictable that you can never tell how a match is going to go.
That was a long way to go for a simple, I don't know, JR. Yeah, and it's a good thing, too. But we need a specially reinforced ring.
That might not be a bad idea, King, because once Big Biss gets going, there's no telling what kind of damage he'll do. No! No! How can the referee allow something like that?
Come on, JR. You know that the referee's health plan doesn't include vision. Why do I get the feeling that Burton was never allowed to trick-or-treat as a kid, and now he's trying to make up for lost time?
King, if you're going to sit there and make fun of him for dressing like a pirate, you might want to take that crown off first.
I've been looking forward to this match all night, JR. I can't believe it's finally underway.
This has been a hotly anticipated contest, and as far as I'm concerned, it's living up to the hype.
No question about that, JR. The fans certainly seem to be into it, that's for sure.
And when it comes down to it, it looks like he's sizing up his opponent's ankle. We've seen this before.
We certainly have, JR. And there it is! The ankle lock! The ankle lock! After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home not to try this stuff themselves.
That's for damn sure, King. The WWE superstars are trained professionals.
And even they don't walk away from every match in the best shape.
They sure don't. We've seen more than one superstar taken out of here on a stretcher. Boy, when you look at these superstars, it really drives home the fact that Raw is the dominant brand of sports entertainment.
Oh, there's no doubt about that, JR. There's not a superstar on the SmackDown roster who could hold a candle to Raw's finest.
I wouldn't go that far, King. There are quite a few SmackDown superstars who I'd love to have on Raw.
Oh, come on, JR. Why would you want to lower the tone of the Raw locker room by bringing in some losers from SmackDown?
King, next time you call The Undertaker, Kurt Angle, and Chris Benoit losers, make sure you give me some warning so I can get the hell out of here before you do it. I don't want to be any part of what that's going to get you. If one of these superstars starts to build momentum, it could be the beginning of the end of this match.
That's right, JR. You don't see a lot of matches won with one or two big moves.
You sure don't. You've got to lay the groundwork first. This is a classic matchup, King. I'm so glad the WWE fans are getting the chance to see it.
Yeah, and I'm happy that I'm getting to see it too, JR. I just wish they'd pick up the pace a little.
Oh, no. This is classic old-school wrestling at its finest. You, of all people, should be able to appreciate that, King.
Wait a minute, JR. You're not trying to say that I'm old, are you?
Of course not, King. Although there was that rumor going around about your Social Security number was wrong.
I think we're going to find out just how much punishment the human body can withstand here tonight.
I think you're right, King. These superstars seem intent on taking each other to the limit.
I love that attitude, JR. Go big or go home.
Well, these superstars sure aren't going home until this match is settled once and for all.
JR's not going to be happy about this one, folks. I think one of his favorites is going to get beat like the proverbial government mule.
I'm not playing favorites, King. I might have issues with certain superstars as human beings, but I respect their in-ring abilities nonetheless.
JR, you're so full of it that you've got diarrhea of the mouth and constipation of the brain. Any superstar shows the slightest hint of weakness, they've lost the match.
That's for sure. No matter how beat up you are, you can't ever let your opponent know the extent of your injuries.
And that's easier said than done, JR. The human body can only absorb so much punishment. Man, is there even going to be anything left of these superstars by the time they're done?
Not if they have their way, King. Everything they came in here with tonight is going to be left in that ring, mark my